Hello everyone, I am Dr. Nirmala Krishnan from Department of Chemistry, and today I am going to teach about flue gas analysis using RSET apparatus. So first of all, let me tell you what do you mean by a flue gas. Flue gas is nothing but it's a mixture of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxygen and nitrogen. So this flue gas comes from any of the combustion chamber. After the combustion reaction is over, from the furnace you will get this flue gas. So in this analysis we are going to analyze how much amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxygen and nitrogen is present in the flue gas. So for this analysis we are going to use RSET apparatus. So let me tell you what do you mean by RSET apparatus. So this RSET apparatus consists of a long tube. One end of the tube is connected to a U tube which consists of fused calcium chloride and glass wool. Fused calcium chloride removes all the moisture present in the flue gas, and this glass wool is used to remove the carbon content present in the flue gas. The other end of the long tube is connected to a gas burette. So this is our gas burette which is of 100 cc and it is surrounded by a water jacket to keep it in the normal temperature. And this gas burette is in turn connected to a water reservoir with the help of a rubber tube. So now this long tube is also connected to three absorption bulbs, absorption bulb A, B and C. So this is our RSET apparatus. Now I will explain you the process. So in this process, first what we are going to do is, with the help of this water reservoir, when you raise the water reservoir, the water enters into the gas burette and it comes up to this, and this stopper is closed so that all the atmospheric air present will be removed. So this is the first step. Then it is stoppered. After it is stoppered, the stopper is open and the flue gas is now, and flue gas enters through this long tube and enters into this calcium chloride tube, and all the three absorption bulbs are stopped using a stopper. So then the flue gas enters into the gas burette and fills up to 100 cc. So this is our second step. So after 100 cc of flue gas is filled inside the gas burette, the stopper is closed. The stopper is closed and these three absorption bulbs are also closed. So everything is now closed. So first what we are going to do is, we are going to open only this absorption bulb A. Absorption bulb A contains aqueous KOH solution. This aqueous KOH solution is capable of absorbing all the carbon dioxide present in the flue gas. So first bulb A contains aqueous KOH solution, bulb B contains pyrogallic acid which has a tendency to absorb oxygen, and bulb C contains ammoniacal cuprous chloride solution which has a tendency to absorb all the carbon monoxide present in the flue gas. So initially what we are going to do is, we are going to open only A, and B and C are as usual stoppered. So only absorption bulb A is open. Now by raising the water reservoir, the gas is pushed into the absorption bulb A so that the carbon dioxide present in the flue gas will be absorbed by aqueous KOH solution. After absorption, again it is sent into the gas burette by lowering the water reservoir. Again by raising the water reservoir, the gas is sent into the absorption bulb A, and this process is repeated several times to ensure that all the carbon dioxide has been completely absorbed by the absorption bulb A. After that, this bulb is stoppered and only the bulb B is opened, and the process is again repeated for the absorption of complete oxygen. So after the oxygen is absorbed, again we are closing this absorption bulb and opening only C, and again we are repeating the process so that all the carbon monoxide will be absorbed. Now when all the three are absorbed, the remaining gas which are present in the gas burette denotes nitrogen. So by lowering the amount of the water present in the gas burette, we will be calculating how much amount of carbon dioxide, how much amount of carbon monoxide, oxygen and nitrogen are present in the flue gas. So initially, after the carbon dioxide has been absorbed, the level of the water will be slightly less. So by calculating the amount of the gas present, we will be able to know that much amount of carbon dioxide is absorbed. Then remaining will be carbon monoxide second time, then third time oxygen will be recorded, and the remaining gas left out will be for nitrogen. So in this way, we will analyze the presence of amount of carbon dioxide, carbon monoxide, oxygen and nitrogen present in the flue gas. Now what is the use of analyzing this? So this process is used only to ensure that whether the combustion has been taken place completely or not. So after analyzing the four, when oxygen is more, it denotes that oxygen is more for the combustion process, and we will remove some amount of oxygen. Especially if carbon dioxide or carbon monoxide is more, then the oxygen given for combustion is less. So we have to supply more of oxygen. So only to signify that we are analyzing this flue gas. Thank you.